Hello everyone. So today let me show you a little simulation on the LT Spice. So in this particular tutorial, what we are going to see, we are going to see a simple low pass filter, high pass filter. Simply we are going to see the RC filter. So when we are going for the RC filter, what is the first thing we need? We need a register. So we need a register. So let me take this register. I take this register. I need another thing is I need a capacitor. Let me change the direction of this capacitor. Okay. What else I need? I need a voltage source. So directly I can type the voltage. Voltage is come here. So let me connect a voltage source here. And what else I required? I required a ground circuit. So let me take this ground. So let me make a small connection. So this is how my circuit got connected. Okay, so this is a very simple connection of my this filter. So let me take let me just let me define the value of this capacitor. Let me take this value of the capacitor is simply 1 microfarad. So for microfarad you have to put the u. So if you will consider as a 1 microfarad, now you can see it's a 1 microfarad. And let me take this resistor as a 1 kilo ohm. So that 1k means 1 kilo ohm. And let me put this voltage source as we are going to work with your AC sources, or you can say we are going for a filter design. So for filter design, we are not going to simulate the whole circuit only for a one voltage or only for a one frequency. So we will go to the uh, number of simulations. So let me go to this simulation point and let me edit the command. So here we are going for the AC analysis. So when we talk about the AC analysis, what we are going for this decade, the number of points per decade should be, let me take 10 points. Okay. And then let me set the frequency as a 1 and the stop frequency as in a 1000, or you can write 1k also. So let me set this particular value and let me put it here. Okay, in the below. Let me put this value also. Go to the advanced, you can go to the sine wave. The frequency doesn't matter, the AC amplitude. So let me write this a. So you can write something. This is a sine wave with an a. So I don't think so it will create any the issue. And then if you are going to run, what you will got some error that okay, this voltage source has nothing to do. So let me see the voltage here. You are able to see the voltage. So what, once you are going to see the voltage, you can take these two prob that will give you the voltage between these two parts. Okay, for example, this is the very simple circuit. This circuit can be act as in a low pass as well as in a high pass. So here if I am taking the voltage, this is the VN2, that voltage is between your this particular resistor. So let me close this particular part. Okay, let me cut this particular part and run it again. So what you have to do, you have to just click this particular part where you want to take. You do not have to left your mouse key, hold the key and go to that the other point where you want to take the output. Okay, for example, at that particular place I want to take the output. So how it will be, it will be look like this. So this is what my output. So here you can see this is what my output voltage, this particular voltage. So let me go to the trace value. So if I will click here, I can got the plot setting. In plot setting, let me go to this trace value. So this is my 2, VN2. If I divide this with the VN1, that will give you the gain. So VN001 is what? This V1 voltage. So this particular voltage here, the whatever the voltage you will get, that particular voltage will be given by this. So if I will plot this, you will got the same curve, but this is the gain. You can see here the value has changed. If you go to the VN, the value is, so almost you are going to get the same because we are using a simple, we have not provided any volt amplitude. So that voltage is going to be always the unity voltage. So here also what you can also find, you can also find the 3 dB frequency. So 3 dB frequency, here you see this, the dark line, this dark line is your magnitude plot, and this line is your what, phase plot. This particular line, dotted line, is a phase plot. So here the phase difference are given, and this is what, this is your the magnitude plot. So in this magnitude plot you can see your 3 dB. So this is the cursor 1. So you can rotate this cursor 1 to here. So this is what, minus 4 dB. So I will got for minus 3 dB approximately here. So this is what, this is going to be my cutoff frequency. Okay, so here this is minus 2.98. So let me take it a little bit this side. So this is minus 3 dB. So what is my cutoff frequency? This is 158. 158 hertz is my cutoff frequency. If you want to increase the size, you can also increase it. Okay, let me decrease it. So let me do one thing. I will put this circuit in this side and this circuit into the that side. Okay, so in this way that can be, the visibility is going to be more better. So here you are able to see the frequency response. Okay, so if you want to see the voltage, you can get the voltage here also. So this is how you got your high pass frequency. Let me see the another plot here, and if I want to see the graph between this C, so let me put this C here and take the another point as a here. So what I will got, I got this type of the response. This response is like a low pass filter. Okay, so if I will take the output across the capacitor, that will act as a your low pass filter. Okay, am I correct? So let me reduce this particular part. So here you are able to see, this is what the low pass filter, this will act as a low pass filter. Okay, so this is what a low pass filter, this is what a high pass filter. The same circuit can be act as a low pass filter as well as the high pass filter. The thing is that that particular value, whatever the value we are saying here, if we are taking the output across the register, then it's a high pass, and if we are taking the output across the capacitor, then it's a low pass filter. So this red color is your what, is your output, this is your low pass filter, and this green one is your high pass filter. So you can find here the both the filter in one circuit. Okay, so you can make any RC filter using this resistor and capacitor. So I hope the low pass filter and high pass filter can be understood to all of you using this particular diagram. So let me take this, I can increase the size of this. Okay, once again, this is what my capacitor and resistor. If I take the output across this resistor, then it's a what, low pass filter. If I will high pass filter, if I take the output across this capacitor, then it's become the low pass filter. So that is the only difference what you are going to do. Okay. Uh, what else you can see here? Let me increase the voltage of frequency of this particular part. So first I should go to the simulation command, and I will increase this into a 10K. So maybe you are able to get a better response. And that 10 points, okay, that 10 points are okay. So if we are going to simulate this, let me stop this and let me run this. So now you are able to get, so now you are able to see a very, the nice curve here. So this red one is your what? This is your low pass filter, and this green one is your high pass filter. Okay. So this red one is your low pass filter. This green one is your high pass filter. How we have taken the output? We have taken the output across the register. If we have taken the output across the register, then it will act as a high pass. And if we take the output across the capacitor, then it will act as a low pass filter. This is the phase response. This is the phase response for both the circuit. Okay, for the low pass as well the high pass, if you will see, this is the phase response. If we take the voltage across this, what is the phase difference? This is the phase response. This solid line is the magnitude response. So let me stop here. I think this is you are able to understand how to make a low pass and high pass. Okay, let me add the another thing here only. If I want to make a band pass filter, if I want to make a band pass filter, what should I have to do? I should put a resistor here and a capacitor here, and then if I will take the output from that particular part, it will act as a band pass filter, right? So first, what it should passes through the low pass filter, then it passes through the high pass filter, then we will got a band pass filter. So let me draw a very simple circuit here only. We are going to add some component. So let me add a, let me go to this particular cut button. I will cut this particular part. I will cut this particular part. Okay. And let me take this particular sign. Okay. So let me take this here. I will cut this also. This is also going to be cut. And so here we have the redo options. So let me leave that particular wire. Now I will take a capacitor. Why I am taking this capacitor first? Because first we want to pass with the low pass filter. I will take a resistor here. That resistor I should rotate it. I will connect here. Okay. Now let me go for the wiring of this particular part. Okay, we can wire here. This is also wired. Let me connect this with the same ground. I will not take the another ground. So let me connect this ground and let me connect this voltage supply also with this particular ground. Okay. Now let me set the value of this R. So this is what the 1K. So let me put the 1K once again. Then we will see what's going to be happen. So this is the 1K. Let me put this value as a 1 microfarad and then see how it will work. So this is not a 1K. This is only 1. So let me put it 1K. So now the resistor value is also 1K. And the capacitor value is also 1 microfarad. So this is the low pass filter and this is the high pass filter. If we will take the output across this resistor, we should get the band reject filter, band pass filter. So let me try this simulation and let me run this particular part. Okay. So once I run this, I got this particular thing what we have calculated initially. Now let me take this particular value. So here you are able to see this is the graph, right? This is the graph what you are getting here. This is what like a band pass filter. So the first thing here you have to consider when we talk about this cutoff frequency, we are using the minus 3 dB frequency. So if you see here, this is the 4 dB. So it is below the 4 dB. Why it is coming below the 4 dB? Because the cutoff frequency is here, the cutoff frequency is here. So we are not getting that much, the band rejection. If I will change this value from 5K to, let me put it as a 500. Then see what's going to be happen. So if I change this particular value and then if I will simulate what I will got, let me see. Okay. So here what I will got, this is how the response I got. So you can see in this particular graph, why I am plotting this all the three graph in it together, because you can see this is because of a high pass, this is because of a low pass. You can consider this thing. This thing will, the high pass and band, that band pass is nothing but the combination of this low pass and high pass. So here you can see this particular color. This particular color is your band pass filter. Okay, let me tell you once again, the red color is your high pass filter. This blue color is your low pass filter. Let me cut this particular part. Okay, where is that cut option? Where is the cutter? Let me cut this. let me cut this. Okay, and let me assign this color. Let me assign this color. Plot setting, traces. Okay, reset the color. So if I have reset the color, so this red one is your what? This is the band pass. This red one is your band pass. This one is your low pass. This one is in a high pass. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me do one more thing. In place of this capacitor 1 microfarad, let me put it as a 0.1 microfarad. Then see how it will be. So why I am putting the 1 value, because we want to see the reaction in the low pass filter, then how it will going to do. So here if you will see, let me close this particular error all the time it is coming. So now you can see this low pass filter is going to be very different in nature. So here you are able to see this is what the low pass filter, and my band pass filter is following the low pass filter, and this is what my high pass filter, but that high pass is not able to follow this band pass filter. Okay, so let me do one thing again. I will put this as a 1 microfarad. Okay, and let me change this particular value into a 2k, and then let me simulate this and then see how it will be. So now you can see a little better curve. It is a little nicer curve as compared to the previous one. So if I increase the resistor value, you can see your band pass filter is coming a little bit nicely. Your low pass is followed by this. Low pass is following exactly, but your the band this particular part, the high pass filter, the band pass filter is not able to follow. Okay, it's a little bit not able to follow. So let me also do one thing. Let me put this 1 microfarad into a 0.1 microfarad, then see how it will how our filter will behave. So here you can say again, if I am going to change, if I am going to change my this frequency as in a 1 microfarad, the output, this is the high pass is following, but this band pass is not able to follow. It's a down of that band pass filter. Previously it was leading, now it was lagging. Okay, so I should not use this leading in lagging, because it will related with the the phase difference. But here you can say this difference is coming. Okay, so let me again put this as a 0.1. In place of 0.1, let me go for the 10 microfarad, and then see how it will look like. So now you can see you got a better band pass filter. Okay, so this is a little bit better band pass filter. So here the high pass is not able to follow, but the low pass is exactly following how it should follow. The low pass is, it's allowed by the this low pass filter, but the band pass filter from here onwards it should I think it can be make sense to all of you that doing different parameters, how the characteristic will change when we talk about the low pass, high pass, as well as the band pass in the same circuit, how it will react. Okay, so let me do one more thing. In place of this 10 microfarad, let me put it at 1 microfarad only, and change this particular value into a 5k. Let me increase this value, then see how it will work, and then run it. You can see the if we are going to increase the value into the low pass filter, the resistor value if we are going to increase, here the response is going to decrease. So these values should be low, these values should be high. If we want our band pass should be a very perfect. So let me do one thing. Let me put these as a 5 ohm only, not 5 ohm, 50 ohm only. So you can see a very nice curve. You are able to see the nice curve here. So here you can see this is the band pass filter. That band pass filter has a very nice curve, very smooth curve. Okay. So let me put it as a 500 once again, and let me put this as a 5k, and then see how it will, and then run it. Now you can see, now you are able to get a more better form of your the filter response. Okay. So in the same circuit, we can make the band reject filter also, but right now I think we should not make the band reject here. Otherwise, you can also build the band reject filter also here, and together you are able to work on all this thing. When we talk about the band reject filter, your low pass and the high pass should be in a series. Okay, so that should be in parallel. When we talk about the band reject filter, the low pass filter as well as the high pass filter should be in the parallel to each other. Then we are able to make the band reject filter. And in band pass, it is in a series. Okay. So I think I should stop this video here. You are able to get enough, the knowledge how my filter will work, how the response of my low pass filter will be, how the response of my high pass filter will be, and how my band pass filter will be. If you want to add the trace, you can add the trace also. Okay. You can also add the cursor. Let me put the grid on. This is the logarithmic scale. So grid will be here, and what else we can do? That is okay. Auto arrange. Okay. What else I can do with this? So let me draw a text. Low pass filter. So this one is your low pass filter. Okay. And again, I will edit the text. Band pass filter. The red color one is your band pass filter. So this is your band pass filter. And let me draw another text. This is the high pass filter. So which one is your blue one is your high pass filter. Okay. So this is a high pass filter. So these are the three filters you are able to see in this particular graph. You can, if you want, you can plot the band reject filter, or maybe in the next video, I will make the band reject filter, how it will work. And then we will discuss about the, the graph property of your band reject filter. Okay. If you will go to the plot setting, okay. So let me stop this video here. I think this will give you the enough knowledge about how the low pass filter will work, how the high pass filter will work, and how the band pass filter will work. So thank you very much. Let me stop this video.